This particular design is a thunderbird and a double-headed sea serpent, often called in our culture a sea seal, and represents positive and negative energy. The center head is true spiritual balance, and above that I put a thunderbird. A thunderbird is originally a human being transformed into a bird and is the most powerful of all supernatural birds in the West Coast culture from the Heiltsuk tribe. December 20th to the 23rd, Awaken the Spirit will be hosting a large First Nations art show and cultural festival where First Nations artists will be coming from all over BC. We also have an artist coming from the Yukon. You, the public, can come in and meet the artist and get the stories behind the art directly from the artist. This design is what I call the Heiltsuk black bear, and the black bear, of course, represents strength in our culture, and the name of the design is the strength in me. And if you cover the head of the bear, it turns into a warrior. And the warrior spirit within the bear, in the story it says that you draw on all of your strength to get you through whatever it is that you're going through at that time in your life. You're going to see dances that you will never see again in your lifetime with. Some of our dances that we unveil, I've only seen once or twice in my lifetime, and you're going to be able to see it for the first time here in Nanaimo being danced. Some of these masks are huge. Some of them are like 6 feet long. They're carved by master carvers, and the dancers, I have never once in my life ever seen anybody make a mistake or trip with these. These dancers that are coming are amazing. We've got more than 40 artists coming from all over British Columbia and up and down Vancouver Island with First Nations fashion. We've got jewelry, we've got carvings, we've got art prints, we've got beadwork, and also some featured events that we have. We've got many firsts at this event. For the first time, we're having entertainment throughout. And for only $2, the public gets to come in and witness some drumming and dancing.
Nanaimo Mistimo, Antipat Qualificit Siam Siaya. My English name is Patrick Alec. I come from Stamenis First Nation and Penalaket tribe. We invite all drummers and all singers from every nation. We want to do this in diversity.
If you go to our website, awakenthespirit.ca, you're going to be able to see on our website the agenda of what's happening at the event, who's going to be there, and the entertainment throughout. So please come on down just for a toonie. Come and check out First Nations art and culture. And we tell people that we're all spirit having a human experience, and we're all here to walk each other home, and we look forward to seeing you there. December 20th to the 23rd, Vancouver Island Conference Center. We'll see you there.
Amy Greenaway is the interpretation curator here at the Nanaimo Museum. How does the golden age of radio fit into a Christmas theme?
Well, every year we like to take the Christmas theme and weave it into one of our exhibits. And this year we selected radios. Radios used to be like the television. Families would stand around them, sit on chairs, and just listen to the shows on the radio. So it's about families being together.
It's hard to imagine not being glued to screens, but still as engaged in our imaginations by listening to the radio.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have a great collection of radios at the museum. What makes it really special is that it's local. It came from Fletcher's Music, which longtime families will remember as being on Commercial Street for almost 100 years. So we have radios from them, we have all sorts of photos, and the exhibit also ties in with some of the events that were happening in Nanaimo in the 1920s through the 40s.
And that was located almost where we are now, Fletcher's Music?
That's correct, right on Commercial Street.
Right on Commercial, just down the road. Now there are a lot of tables, which isn't usual for an exhibit here at the museum. Why so many tables?
Well, we have a Christmas program that takes place every December. So we have a high traffic zone of primary school kids coming through and learning about what Christmas used to be like. They have crafts that they make and hands-on activities. And it's busy. There'll be about 600 of them, and mostly from Nanaimo, but we have had groups come from Parksville.
Right. Do you get to see their reactions when they're looking at the exhibits? What kind of feedback, what kind of response do they have?
They're excited, mostly about the Christmas elements in the exhibit, but they're at an age where they're pretty pumped to be visiting the museum in general and going on a field trip. So it's a good day.
It's a good day. Out of the classroom, right? Any day out of the classroom. The exhibit, Golden Age of Radio at Christmas time, runs here at the museum until early January. Every year, members of Nanaimo's Jewish community gather on the front steps of City Hall to participate in the world's largest Hanukkah observance, the lighting of the Menorah, which falls on the third night of Hanukkah every year. This year, that happened to be December the 8th.
Well, this year, for the 6th time, this menorah lighting is very unique because for the first time in the history of this city, there's a rabbi who serves full-time in Nanaimo. Then together with his family, they are gathering the Jewish community together. And the celebration of Hanukkah this year, as you can see, is bigger than it's ever been before.
Tonight we are celebrating together the holiday of Hanukkah.
The significance of Hanukkah goes back to 2,000 years ago. God made a miracle, and the one jug of oil lasted instead of one night for 8 nights. And therefore we celebrate the 8-day holiday of Hanukkah, lighting the menorah to remember that miracle. And Hanukkah teaches us, comes the first night of Hanukkah, and there's evil, don't fight it, just bring a candle, bring some positivity, bring a good deed, and you'll be shocked how far that will go. The next night you'll have 2 candles, 3 candles, and by the end of Hanukkah, before you know it, the whole candle, the whole menorah is lit up. It's a light world, it's a positive world. The message of bringing light to the world, when we do it as a community, when we do it together, obviously we have so much more strength, so much more power, and we're able to do so much more. This year is a year of Hakel. Hakel in Hebrew, it's a Hebrew word which means gathering. Back in the times when the temple was built in Jerusalem, once every 7 years, all the Jewish people would come together to Jerusalem and be together, unite together, and at that moment would hear the Torah, the Bible being read again from the king. We don't have the temple now, but it's still the year of unity, the year that we all come together, strengthen each other, strengthen the community, and with that connection, strengthen our connection to God. I want to wish everyone a happy Hanukkah, and let's all take this message of adding one act of goodness and kindness. And if we all do that, I'm sure that the world will be lit up and it will become a good world with only good things in the world. Happy Hanukkah.
You've probably seen this dog before, a bit of the icon, I guess you could call it, for HMV. And if you've ever wondered what it means his master's voice. And this dog's name is Nipper because he used to kind of nip at people's feet. And if you want to know more about this, well, you're going to have to come and check out the Golden Age of Radio at the Nanaimo Museum for yourself. It runs until early January. We're throwing things over now to Fiona Shedden. She's introducing us to a local illustrator who is crowdfunding to print her book.